Hello everyone, FX Bright here, the trade guru. So on this video, I want to show you guys how to map out your zones, places of high interest where price will be returning into, places that you should be interested in. So check this out. Now let's assume this is how the market moves. You will see the market moving like this, for some reason. Goes up, probably break, come, do something like this, then probably something like this. I want to show you guys something. In this particular market, what you're interested in, anytime you open your chart, the place you're interested in is where you need to go and map out, right? For instance, once I open the chart, maybe I see something that looks like this. The first thing I want to do is to map out the place of interest. Now, that place of interest is where I'll be expecting price to come into, and when price gets to that place, that is the side I will be looking for trades. For instance, in this particular one I just drew here, where is the place of interest? The place of interest is the place where support and resistance meet. It's a zone, actually. It's not just a point. It's a zone where you can successfully map out support and resistance. So if I draw this horizontal, this rectangular line here, you can see how I've been able to map out this zone. Now, the reason why this zone is important is because this zone has been tested for support and resistance. In other words, you can see how the market here was a resistance, how the price was moving, got to this point, came down and did all this drama here too, and finally was able to break it, came down for a retest. Now, the moment the market has been able to make at least one support and at least one resistance and at least one support, the next time the price is coming down into that spot, that point becomes a place of high interest. That is how you trade. Once you open the chart, now don't worry, we're going to get into the chart right now. We're going to find out places where this occurs. So we can, as a beginner, once you open the chart, what do? You have to be able to map out the zone so that you can be able to expect price to come into those zones. Now, once you've been able to map out that zone, remember, it's not just resistance, but as it must break, give you another support, and the support must hold. So the next time the price is coming to that zone, that is the zone that becomes your place of high interest. So that's how to trade, guys. That's how to trade your support and resistance. So I'm going to go into the chart and show you guys how this works. And so guys, take a look at this example. For instance, this is the price chart. So I just want to show you guys something. Just barely looking at the chart, you can see how the market was able to make some good resistance zone around this point. But even though the market has made these resistance zones and eventually broke, you may not really want to trade it on this one yet, right? Because if it has resistance zones, but there is no support zone to guarantee that this place is the place of high interest. So what do? The first thing you want to do is that you want to map out that zone. So what you're going to do is going to map out that zone here. Now you see when the market got to this point, when you map it out into the future, now you can see something. When the market got to this point and bounced off it, this is the only time you are allowed to map out this zone. So the moment the market bounces off it, then you're going to wait for the market to come back again. The next time the market is about to bounce on this particular point, this is the time you now begin to make this place now becomes your place of high interest. So that's the point you buy the market, right? So at this point is where you begin to look for your buy entries. So I'm going to just scroll through the chart and show you guys some other examples. So if you look at this place, for instance, the same thing I'm talking about, you can see how the market was also able to make all this this resistance zone was here, but still, because the market has broken it, doesn't necessarily mean you have to trade it. So the market will come now and bounce on it, and now the market is going up. Now, because the market has bounced on it, you've been able to guarantee this point, this zone, to be a support and resistance zone. Not just resistance, but also support. So the moment you're able to guarantee that, what do? You go into your chart, you get out your rectangular tool, and you map out that zone, stretch it all the way into the future, and the moment you can see price bouncing, the moment you see price coming there for the second time, realize that place is going to hold price, definitely. So at this point, you can now buy. Now listen, there's something called mitigation in the market. If the market has been mitigated at least once, there's a potential for the market to break in the next mitigation. For instance, what I'm saying is this: if the market has bounced on this and once, this is the one you should be trading, right? The next one is not guaranteed to hold. Of course, you can also still find good entries and even in the next one. It becomes stronger, but it has already been mitigated by this one. In other words, this has already held. So if the price continue to bounce on this place, there's a potential it will break. So the first one you want to trade is the one that bounced the next after the support and resistance. I don't know if you understand what I'm saying. So you can see how the market was able to do. This is what I'm talking about. If you stretch it into the future, as long as price keeps bouncing on this, it will lose its strength. At some point, price might eventually even break it to the downward side. So you see the market was ranging there for a very long time. So guys, this is how you take this trade. Also, you can see how this one was able to work. I'm just trying to show you guys when you open the chart, what do you start doing the moment you open the chart? Like I said, map out these zones. So you can see in this particular place, resistance, the price was eventually broke, came bounce of that resistance, and now we're having it come here for the second time. Now that it's coming here, this is at this point you begin to find your buy. Why? Because this place has proven to hold price in a while. So you can see how price was able to make this move. So just imagine if you understood this and you're able to go into the market at every time and take these trades, you'll be making a lot of profit. Now you don't even need to know many things, just know how to identify your key areas of support and resistance, and that will make you very, very profitable. So guys, I hope this video was helpful. So I will see you guys in my next video. Please like and subscribe, and also on the description of this channel, my WhatsApp number. If you want mentorship, do contact me. So I will see you guys in my next video.